Hi guys, let's go through a computer project that is MOVERS transport system. That was our previous KCSE project. Today I'll be taking you through a comprehensive coverage of how that database and documentation was supposed to be done. This is courtesy of Keire. Therefore, I put the link to his YouTube channel so that you can also go through his stuff. So guys, we start by looking at the database. I enable the macros here, then wait for the splash form. This is the splash form that's loading. Then from there we go to the dashboard. So guys, MOVERS transport system was supposed to manage various luggages that were to be transported, or whereby you could hire a vehicle and then transport your goods. So we are supposed to have the add or edit employees module. And for this case, guys, here you can be in a position to add the employee full names, employee type. Remember, we had a driver and a loader. Also, the gender of the employee, and also the status, whether the guy is active or suspended. So guys, this is the employees form that you're supposed to come up with. Also, you're supposed to come up with farmers details. In the farmers details, you can see we are supposed to have that is farmer full name, gender, group affiliation, type of farmer. Remember, we had small scale or large scale. Then we are supposed to have date registered, and also the status, whether the guy is active or inactive. So guys, this is the farmers form or the farmers capture GUI. Then we have the offenses, guys, whereby from here you see we have the driver specified. This one is getting data through lookup wizard from the that is from the employees. Remember, the employee, we have a loader and a driver. So from here you can be in a position to have the staff. Right now I can have Rogers. Then the offense were outtrained. So we can have overloading, overspeeding, that is drunk driving, or that is expired goods. So from there we can have this one, commit offenses, right? So you can tick that. First, suspension, suspension before, whether yes or no. Second, date, and also whether they require termination. Then from there, guys, that is the offenses form. We also had the revenue form. Here we have the date noted, we have the total revenue, total loading fee, total trip expenses, and also the total drivers salaries. From here, you're supposed to go to queries so that you can see how the computations have been done. Then we can also have the groups GUI. Guys, from here you can see we have the group name, group ID, date registered, we have the location, nature of farm produce they produce, and also whether these guys are active or inactive. So guys, this is the groups form GUI. Then we also have the reports, whereby you can have the revenue report in if need be. Also, you can also be in a position to have the others, like I can be in a position to check whether loaders and drivers report is available from here. Also, we have trips by driver and loaders here, or specified. So on the other hand, guys, these are the queries. Remember, there is a video on quick guide on MOVERS transport system. The URL is just down below this video, whereby I took you through how to come up with all these queries so that In case you need to see, you just need to right click, then go to design view. You can be in a position to pull this up here, guys, and then see what has been done. For example, for now, you can see the queries that have been used to generate this. Then on the other hand, guys, we have, you can see the tables involved. Here, these are the tables. We had the employees, farmers, group offenses, orders, revenue, and the others. Then we can also go ahead and check on the documentation of the system. Remember, the Kenya National Examination Council uses a certain format for that. So this is the documentation. Let me take it to allowed 100%. Therefore, the first page, we had the title, and this is how the project should go. We have full names, index number, school, the year of the examination. Then we usually go to acknowledgements. This is the place where you acknowledge your God or guys who assisted you to see you through in the system. You can also have dedication. Like for example, you would whom or who are you supposed to dedicate this system to. Then you also have the declaration. You have to declare that you are the person who did the project without any assistance. That is the declaration part. Then you have the table of content. Guys, just below this video, you can see a link on how to come up with a table of content, list of tables, and list of figures. So that one should fall there. Then from there, after having that, you see now we have the list of tables, list of figures. That is the flow charts and the others. Then you can have an introduction of the system. Remember, guys, you can get copies of these two documents, that is the database and the Word report from my website. The link is just below this video. Remember, it is courtesy of Kyle254. Then from there, we have the overview of the system. Remember the system here, we usually assume that the current system is manual, and that's why you need to computerize. That is where the problem definitions comes in. Then you can just peruse that. You have to enumerate the advantages and disadvantages of the computerized system. Then guys, after there you can conduct a survey, or that is a survey, or that is data collection. You can do a bit of that one, either using a questionnaire or interview. Therefore, this time round, we have used a questionnaire. Therefore, remember, you can download this copy for more scrutiny from the website. Then from there, we have the feasibility study. This is the study of the benefits against the cost, so that you see whether to maintain or to continue using the manual system or the new computerized system. And for that case, you have to justify that the computerized system is the best. Then from there, guys, you're supposed to go to system design. System design, we start with the system flowchart. Like for example, in MOVERS transport system, this was that is the system flowchart. You may have one or several, depending on how you feel. You can also use an ER diagram, that is the entity relationship diagram for that case. For example, here you can see input employees, details, farmers, vehicle, then you verify, then continue, and then store the data inside the database. Then you can see you have the module flowchart. You can just download and scroll them down so that you can see what was expected. You may also opt to use the context diagram, but I advise you use ER or system flowchart. Then when we go to the input design, these are the GUIs. Input, we have tables and forms. Like now, this one you're supposed to draw using Microsoft Word. You just go to insert here, shapes. Then we have this stuff, guys. We have the flowchart tools that you can use to come up with this. And also apart from that, you can use all these basic shapes there to come up with this stuff. So we have the employees input design, and so you have the farmers input design. You can see how it looks like. We have the group design there, also offenses design, how it has been drawn using the outer shapes. We have the revenue tasks input here. You have the trips input, guys, vehicle input here. This was also going to be drawn. Then from there we go to the table design, where we have the field name and the data type. Some guys may include description, but that one is optional. So guys, we had the employee table, group table represented in the documentation, like you can see farmers table, offense table, then orders table, task table, and trips table. Those were the tables. Also vehicle revenue, those ones. Then guys, you go to the reports. You have to show the output or summaries or report designs. Therefore, we had the company report. We had this one, driver salary report. We had farmers by group report, large scale farmer group report. We had loaders and drivers report, offense report, transported good report. Remember guys, marking scheme usually indicate how many reports or how many forms or how many objects are required. So it is also very crucial for you to use the scoring guide, that is for the students, so that you can know how many tables, how many forms, how many reports are required, and also how many queries are required. The next chapter is system construction, guys, where we have the tables construction. So you need to screenshot this part here. It's very easy. You see, you just need to screenshot the tables in the order you put them up there, whereby I can be in a position to see the field name and the data type, the field name and the data type that way. So there is no need of putting so many. If the examiner needs 4, just put 4. Don't put so many. Then we have the relationship. You also need to screenshot the relationship, just like Kerry have done here. So you're supposed to do that. Then you can also explain a bit on the relationship. That one is usually 4 to 5 marks. Then query constructions, guys, here you need to show how your queries are working. And to do that one, guys, you need to go to this part. For example, this is my query here. Right click, go to design view. Then when you are in design view, up here you go to view, then SQL view. You'll be in a position to get this code. So don't worry much about that one. You just need to go to the query, just go to view and use SQL view, so that you can be in a position to get these codes here. You can just put them there, just copy paste them, so that the examiner can be in a position to see that. Then we go to forms construction. This you just go to design view and do the screenshots of the forms, just in the order of how you had drawn them up there using the Microsoft Word. So these are the forms that have been there. Then report design, you do the same, go to design view of it and screenshot. That one shows how you designed your report. You can see now the reports are in order, just like they are up there. Then after doing that, you just go to the user's manual. This is where you explain how your user will be in a position to operate, install, and use the system. So the user's manual, you can just explain using the screenshots on how to do that. Remember, guys, you have to be guided by the scoring guide. Your teacher should give you a scoring guide from Kenya National Examination Council that will guide you on how to structure the report, on how to do it, so you will be in a position to know what comes before what. Then from there, guys, you can just make a sentence or a paragraph or even a page of conclusion explaining what probably were your findouts and what should be improved. Then recommendation, you should explain what other guys will come to develop your system in the future will do. What were the problems? What were the hindrances that you encountered, and how would you propose them solved in the future. And lastly, guys, you must give the bibliography or the references. You usually you can use the magazine, you can use websites, you can use textbooks or journals that have been written, that is with the staff that probably guided you to come up with the system. So guys, that was the quick guide on movers transport system. That is both the database and documentation, that is the report on how you're supposed to tackle last year's KCSE project. Guys, remember to subscribe, and also remember to visit to the guy who has done this for us, that is Kerry. You can just get the link of his website, just download, that is just down below this video, and you'll be in a position to go to his sites and subscribe. Thank you very much.